Hello everyone, I'm Joel, your host for Talking Trends, where we explore real estate trends and other luxury lifestyle trends here in the greater Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, and Concession area. So I'm excited today to have Donna Soda, my business partner, with me. It's always fun to hop out to Lakewood Ranch or the Concession and find out what's going on out here.
There is so much happening, Joel. I don't know where to start. I guess from the beginning, but the beginning was 30 years ago. And I have seen this grow since 2001. It's just amazing what SMR, Schroeder Manatee, has done. There's so many new developments happening. We have Calusa Lakes, which is built by Lennar. It's going to be a golf gated community. Monarch Acres, which is right here off of Bourneside, near the Concession, which is a high-end community. Monterey, Toll Brothers in the Sarasota area, but it's still Lakewood Ranch. That's going to be probably 900 and up. Shellstone, that's Waterside. Lee Wetherington and Homes by Town. We've got Kingfisher Lakes, which is in Waterside on one of the big lakes. Only John Cannon, he bought the rights to that.
Oh yeah.
Wild Blue. Wild Blue is developed by stock builders, but there are some custom builders in there as well.
And I love it, right? Because I think you hit it right on the head. I mean, look back 30 years, what has happened out here. I mean, it's fascinating, right? Because you've seen the growth and kind of how it's come to life. And for me, it's interesting, right? Because all the restaurants that used to be in Sarasota are now in Sarasota and Lakewood Ranch.
Exactly.
You're getting actually probably more new ones in Lakewood Ranch than we're getting in Sarasota. So it's just this fun, dynamic element out here.
It's our own little animal. You don't have to go far. Center Point has medical buildings, office buildings, and restaurant after restaurant. 131 Main, Flower Child, which is very healthy, salad type veggie restaurant. We've got Bar Italia. We've got Ruth Chris, Florence and the Spice Boys. I mean, you don't have to go far anymore.
I know, I love it. I had a friend who sent me the 131 Main, and I'm like, that looks really good. So I walked out on the street on Main Street in downtown Sarasota trying to find 131 Main, and I'm like, no, it's in Lakewood Ranch.
Yeah.
but again, it's right. It's interesting that it's such a dynamic place, and I mean, you kind of work this market. Obviously, that's your bread and butter. I mean, how is it? The market in general out here?
The market's good if it's marketed right and advertised like we do, and the homes are priced right, then they will move.
Right.
But they have to be priced right because there's a lot of new construction. So if you have an older home, and this kills me, people will come here and go, I don't want anything older than 2018. Okay, but in the Country Club East, you really have to be priced right, and everything must be updated to compete with Wild Blue, Shellstone, Monterey, all the other new communities because everything is new.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the dynamics of the market, right? I mean, it's now 30 years, right? Mm-hmm. So it's been going on for 30 years, and you do have older, more developed, or older communities, essentially newer communities, and there's actually some big differences sometimes between those, maturity of landscape, lot size, all of those elements, right?
Right, exactly. And people love the country club, original country club, because of the lush landscaping, the lakes, but the homes are a little dated unless there are some people who have updated them,
right.
But they do need to update them. They need to make sure the ACs are new if you're going to compete with new construction. All the appliances, the mechanics of the house have to be new. And the roofs should be new.
Yeah. And obviously we've had a year of storms and those types of things. So obviously other hot buttons, right, are impact rated windows and doors and other storm protections.
Impact windows is huge. It used to be how old are the ACs,
right.
How old are the appliances. Now, does this house have impact glass?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yes,
yep.
Huge.
Yep. And again, I think that's the reality, right? That's what we're seeing. I mean, it's no different in Sarasota versus Lakewood Ranch. Everybody, those are the first questions out of their mouths, right? What is the age of everything? Do we have hurricanes? Do we have backup generators? What all do we have?
Right, and they want to get a 4-point inspection. So all these things have to align with the insurance companies, or they're not going to get insurance.
Yeah. So I mean, it's interesting, right? We've gone through kind of the storms of 2024. 2025 has been a little bit dynamic in economics and those types of things. But I mean, gosh, when I look at your business out here, it's remained incredibly consistent.
Lakewood Ranch is a hot commodity.
Yeah.
People want the new baby on the block. It is a beautiful master plan community. You have everything within driving distance, walking distance. Every 2 miles, there's a Publix.
Right.
You've got a UPS, you've got Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. There's nothing you could want that isn't here.
Yeah. Even medical, right? I mean,
Medical.
everything is-
Sarasota
Memorial's out here.
Memorial just opened up right across from Libby's on University.
Yeah.
They built another Walgreens. There's going to be a daycare. There's also going to be a veterinarian hospital there. So they just keep coming out.
Right. And so obviously it's a big master plan community. Lakewood Ranch, obviously Concession is just kind of
Right outside of
right
there.
outside of Lakewood Ranch. I mean, what are the lifestyle concepts that you can now buy? Different communities, golf.
The Concession
amenities,
is strictly golf.
Mhm.
I think there's a wait list right now, but you'd have to call and check out, ask for Hunter. The country club, they now have 4 courses. They bought Legacy. So you've got Kings Dunes, Cypress, Legacy, and Royal Lakes. And I think the cost there is about $85,000, but that can change. So do your due diligence. And then you've got the gym, 11,000 square foot gym. You've got community pools, but you have to join certain tiers of the Lakewood Ranch golf course. You don't just live in Lakewood Ranch and can belong automatically. So you either join one of the 3 tiers to be able to use the facilities. Wild Blue is going to have awesome amenities. They're going to have a theater, a gym, all the basic, a tiki bar, community pool. So that's going to be really, really spectacular. And that's kind of what's driving Wild Blue.
Yeah, love it. And again, I think it's interesting, right? Because each of these communities has a little bit different vibe and a little bit different flavor,
Right.
which I think makes it interesting, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the more amenities you have, the more you're going to pay HOA,
Right.
but you know, you get what you pay for.
And I love it too, because I think you have those options, right? You can go to a full amenity community where you literally never have to leave.
That's exactly right, yes.
Or you can go to maybe one that has lower fees but still have access to everything.
Right,
that
because
you
everything's right around you.
Yeah. So I love that. So overall, the market's pretty good.
The market's good. Again, if you're priced right, there are a lot of homes on the market. It's all supply and demand, no difference. It's economics. And there's a lot of supply right now, but you have to stand out. And you have to stand out by making sure your landscaping looks good. First impressions are everything. And the mechanics of the house have to be newer.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, it's back to just a normal market.
We're
right?
back to a normal market.
Yep,
We are
yep.
not in 2021 and 2022.
Yep.
Sellers need to be realistic, price it accordingly. And you really should be priced a little bit under new construction.
Which I think is critical, right?
It's critical.
you have
It's
to be
critical.
looking
3
at-
reasons homes don't sell: price, condition, location.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's the reality of real estate too.
It is.
We hate to like boil it down to a couple things, but it usually is those 3 things.
It usually is that,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
You know, people think that they don't have to paint their purple wall inside or their orange wall. You do. Google it if you don't believe us. You need neutral colors. And the resales that are 10 years, 15, 20 years, you really have to watch what you're doing because you are competing with new construction.
Right, exactly. And that's the reality out here is you're going to have new construction for the foreseeable future.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yeah, so you're going to
Yes.
always have to be competitive in that realm and understand how you compare. Because the buyer's comparing. They're savvy buyers. They're going to look at everything and decide ultimately what fits them the most.
Well, they are, because I'm running into, when I show my listings, I'm running into buyers that are coming from up north. We're still seeing New York, Connecticut, always the Midwest, Northeast, but they don't know where they want to live. So they're going from neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood. So when they do that and they go to Wild Blue and they see, you know, new, and all these warranties, then they're going to come to the country club or to Country Club East, a little bit older. You have to be prepared and you have to shine.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the reality. And when they go to those new communities, right, they're benchmarking off the models. right, as well. So it's like even more difficult.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So I think the name of the game, of course, is always positioning your home in the right light. Obviously, good marketing elements and pricing. I mean,
That's right. Yes.
It's all those things. So in the big picture of Lakewood Ranch, anything exciting that we need to know about that's popping up?
Oh, the restaurants.
Yeah,
It's just great because you don't have to get on 75 and go to Sarasota anymore. And if you have a cocktail, you don't have to go far.
Yeah.
So, but the restaurants continue to come, and people are very excited about that. Some of them you can't even get a reservation.
Yeah. Well,
Even out of season.
Yeah. I mean, right. I come to have a drink with you, and we're waiting in line for an hour.
Yes. Right. Yeah. So, but the new restaurants continue to come, and everybody wants a piece of Lakewood Ranch because it is happening.
I love it. And I think, again, Donna is my business partner. I think that's our strategy, right? We want to make sure we're dynamic in Lakewood Ranch, we're dynamic in Sarasota, and it's an amazing combination.
That's right. Amazing. Yes.
Awesome.
Because there's a lot of people that are done with the boating,
Yep.
and they come out to Lakewood Ranch. They're done with, hurricane season. I've had a lot of people coming off the water. I have hurricane fatigue. I'm done.
Yeah.
Even from St. Pete, they're coming to Lakewood Ranch.
And I think that's beautiful, right? I think, again, we are in a place, especially with our market and our team, to kind of help everybody. No matter
right.
where their lifestyle, takes them.
Exactly. We have the knowledge of all the areas, and so we can definitely accommodate.
Yeah, love that. So obviously it's a very dynamic market out there. In your opinion, what's driving a lot of the buyers to come to Lakewood Ranch?
Well, I can say lately, hurricanes. People have hurricane fatigue, and they are done. I'm seeing them come from St. Pete, even Naples, Siesta Key, Anna Maria Island, and it took a little bit of time, but I think they had to get their insurance in order, but I hear it all the time. And then people know about Lakewood Ranch. It's being advertised everywhere. SMR has done a great job, and they know about the beautiful master plan community that has everything you can want.
Right.
So they don't have to go far for anything. And it's new, it's fresh.
Yeah, I love that, yeah.
And it's got a great vibe.
Yeah, it does have a great vibe. And I think the other thing which takes some years to kind of propagate is, schools and kind of, the center for families as well. And obviously, all the schools are new in the last 10 to 20 years.
Right, they're building a new high school, new grade school. They
Yep.
need it because the capacity is just overwhelming.
Yep, and Outdoor Academy, obviously the upper campus is out
Correct.
here. So,
Yeah.
And we also see a lot of transition for that between Sarasota and Siesta Key and Lakewood Ranch, because the lower campus is on Siesta Key. So families, as they migrate their school and their kids, they go from Siesta Key to Lakewood Ranch as well.
Yes.
So I love it. Donna, as always, great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
It's been way too long.
Yes, it has.
I usually have to drag you kicking and
Yes,
screaming
you do.
to the show. So
I'm too busy. I'm selling houses.
Yeah, I love that. But anyway, thank you for being on the show again, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Talking Trends. Till next time.